right, everyone, welcome to the stream, guys. You're watching Rome Knows Tech, and I'm your host, Rome Wilkerson. Guys, I'm coming to you from the city of Houston, down here in the ever so hot and humid state of Texas. I want to welcome you all, one and all, to the stream. Guys, come on in, take your shoes off, relax. Y'all know what it's about. You know what we're about to get into. We're about to get into that carousel. We got a bunch of items down there that you guys might be interested in tonight. Many of them are items that I am very, very fond of. You guys know I use them on a regular basis. We do have a few new items in the carousel tonight as well. I want to welcome the lovely Terry to the stream. Welcome, Terry. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah!
Good to see you, Terry. Let me know what's been going on in your world, what's been popping, what's been crack-a-lacking. Let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. Terry, what's going on? Let us know. Inquiring minds would like to know. All right, let me quickly check all of our different platforms, make sure that we are live right now, make sure everything is showing up the way it should. All right. So if you guys are watching over on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever the case it may be, come on through, guys. Hang out with your boy. You know, hang out with the community, guys. Come on through. You know how we do. All right, so what are we going to get into tonight? What are we going to get into? So we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Of course, if you guys have any questions whatsoever about anything in the carousel, and also things that I might have down over here on my in the studio around, you know, let me know. Let me know if you guys want me to review something or pick up something or talk about something or whatever the case it might be. I am here for it, guys. I am here for it. I'm here for them dad jokes. I'm here for all of the fun activities that we might get into tonight. Right? Let's go. All right, let's see. The first thing we have listed in the carousel, let's see if we have our camera already on so I can switch over here real quick and show it to you guys. All right, so let's switch to this camera view. And you guys can see this is the laser that we have listed down in the carousel. This is the Laser Pecker LP5 20-watt fiber, 20-watt diode laser. You got some controls here on top, including an emergency stop button. Now, the bundle itself does come with the air purifier that you guys see down here on my desk, right underneath this battery, and also my drone case. Yes, I'm stacking things, y'all. I'm stacking things. I'm trying to make do with the room I have. This laser also comes with the rotary chuck, and of course it comes with the slide extension. So if you are looking for a laser, guys, to be able to create some amazing content, this could be a great project laser for you. Like I said, it is a diode and fiber laser. You guys can see right here the hose that's coming out that is connecting this enclosure directly to the air purifier. So it's going to help keep the room nice and clean and the air fresh in the studio. All right, so let me go ahead and just line this guy up a little bit here so you guys can see it back there. So Terry was, again, the first person in the stream tonight. So Terry will get to choose what we will be creating tonight. Terry, let us know, do you have any ideas whatsoever? I see Richard is over on YouTube right now leaving a few messages, and I also see Hope is also over on YouTube leaving some messages. So again, whatever platform you guys might be on, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop down in the comments and ask. You know, if you got a question, something you'd like me to talk about, or something you'd like me to demo. And no, Richard, I don't mean bloopers, okay? It is way too early for bloopers. So don't come in here with that jazz, bro, because I know you coming for the, you know, you speaking of Richard, and he just popped in. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, bloopers. Yes, bloopers. But anywho, the LP5 currently is $43.99, and that's going to include all of the items that I aforementioned. Now, as I said before, guys, I have used this laser for a variety of different things. Let me show you guys some of the cool things that I have made with this laser. Let me grab some of the items right here. So you guys can see we have done things like wood. This is 3mm wood. This is our little be a good human, pay it forward little logo. This is just a wood coaster that we have here. Here are some other black acrylic items that we've also made with that laser. A really nice arrangement of also some AI generated graphics. And yes, they look very photorealistic. I'm a big fan of these, this bear and the penguin. I think the penguin was for Terry. I can't remember who I did that for. Now, where's Richard's car? So here's something that we made for our man Richard a while back. This is a little sports car. It looks like a Viper to me, Richard. What do you think? This is a Viper? Yeah, I think this is a Viper. But anyway, pretty cool, black acrylic. We've done things with stone. We've done things with metal. You can also work with clear acrylic. Now, with these, you do have to paint them in order to have something for the laser to be able to focus on. So you're going to have to like use some of those black markers or some paint in order to, you know, paint these up, and then you can engrave on them, and then you have these cool little effects that you can place inside of one of those little light boxes. So that's another little cool thing that you can do with these lasers. Now, just recently, we were playing around with some scrap wood that I had left, and we were able to engrave a penguin, because that's what Terry came up with, and we were able to cut it out of this wood. Now, this is 3mm. I don't know which wood this is, but it's maybe it's a pine. I don't know. I don't know which wood it is, but the laser did an amazing job, you know, cutting it, engraving it. So, you know, there you go. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have? What else do we have? You guys can see my desk is a mess. My desk is a mess. Again, Richard, I don't know how it got to this. I'm trying to straighten it out right now, but I'm also trying to be very cautious that I don't bump anything and accidentally end the stream, because you know OBS is very, very fragile. You know, any little bumps or anything like that can set OBS off. So we are definitely going to try to avoid that as much as possible. All right, let's see what else we got left in the carousel. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. So that would be this phone right here. Holy Chat's in the house. Yeah! Welcome, Holy Chat. Welcome to the stream. So anyway, guys, this is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the one with the little button here that you can use to actually control the camera, which is really nice. I'm going to take it out of this case so you guys can get a better look at it. Now, if you're interested in the iPhone 16 Pro Max, you can get it here on Amazon, guys, for as little as $1,069.64. Let's go to our top-down view here real quick. So here is the phone. I did receive the black variant of this. And like I said, you can see the frame design. Here's that little button that we were just talking about, which allows you to control your camera and everything. Of course, this one has the upgraded cameras built into this guy as well. It feels really nice in the hands, guys. I mean, whether you're using this phone for your everyday, you know, activities, or maybe you want to use it for some content creation, you are really leaning in on the cameras for photo or video, this guy is going to be a win. Let me see if I can open the camera up here real quick for you guys and show you as soon as I find the camera, so you guys can see here. I have the camera open right now. It's in video mode, but I can also press this little button, and that's going to pull down this little tab right here. So right now this camera is set at 2.8 as the f-stop, and then you can double tap on here, and you can also adjust the depth. You can adjust the zoom. You can adjust which camera it's going to be utilizing, and you also have another feature, a couple more features here. You have your styles, and you also have your tone. Now, those are only going to work in the photo mode. We're in the video mode right now, so I'm going to switch over to photo mode. So you can see here, if I tap again or double tap on here, now I can go through and I can choose those other features that we talked about. I can adjust the zoom, as you guys see that. I can just with this little button here on the top, which is pretty cool that you can do that. You can also take photos, as I'm doing now. I'm just taking photos of my desk, and I'll show you guys what one of those looks like. So there's a quick shot that I did of my desk. It's an iPhone, guys. It's an iPhone, so it's going to do all the normal iPhone-like things. You know, so if you are already in the Apple ecosystem, you see I took a lot of photos. If you, oh my goodness, I took a lot of them. But if you're already in the Apple ecosystem, this is going to be a win for you. The video that I posted earlier, I actually recorded it on this phone. It has the new upgraded spherical microphones also built into this. So I wanted to test it without plugging a microphone in. I must say I was pleasantly surprised at the quality of this phone. So if you guys have an iPhone 16 Pro Max or an iPhone 16 Pro, let me know what your experiences has been with this phone so far. Now, of course, I did show you guys this case from ESR a couple of days ago, and I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. I had been actually stuffing my 15 Pro Max into some of these 16 Pro Max cases, which fit, but you know, it didn't have that additional button right there, so it just had just an empty spot. So now I have three. I have the iPhone, let me show you guys here. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the 15 Pro Max, and then of course the 16 Pro Max. The 15 Pro Max is the iPhone that I use for my camera. So this is the iPhone 15 Pro Max that's inside of this cage here that I'm using with the gimbal. And of course, like I said, the 14 Pro Max is what I use to control my live stream, at least to advance through the carousel. And then now the 16 Pro Max has been pretty much become my daily driver, you know, for, you know, calling people, sending text messages, responding to messages. Yeah, like the ones that Richard sent me throughout the day, which, you know, prompted me to do a video response to one of his questions on Instagram earlier today. So yes, Richard, this is the phone right here that I use to do that really quick little video response. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Richard. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hey, what do we got going on down in the comments? And like I said, you guys can drop those dad jokes at your leisure. We are a big fan of dad jokes here. You guys already know I'll be dropping them in the comments all the time. Let's see if I can find one for you guys right here, maybe that I have already pre-saved. Let's go back. Let's drop a dad joke. I think it's one that I probably already posted before. But let's see here. No, maybe I don't have a dad joke saved. I think I just told you guys that you can post a dad joke down in the comments. Let me know what you all guys also think of the new layout. If you like the new graphics, you like the new animation and all that kind of stuff. If you like the fact that I have now the comments over here on this side of the screen, and then of course I have the main comment directly in front of me off to my left or my right, I guess it is. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. So I'm, you know, kind of playing around with different design ideas. Let me know what works for you guys. All right. So the next item we have listed in the carousel, guys, is from our friends over at Ozbot. You guys know I love me some Ozbot. They have so many different products, guys, that are in so many different price ranges and just amazing products. Now, this that I'm holding right here in my hand is actually the Ozbot Tiny SE. We talked about this camera before. I don't have it listed in the carousel, but this is a very budget-friendly webcam that you guys might want to take a look at. So this is the 1080p version. I'm going to show you the 4K version, and I'm going to show you some of the other cameras and other accessories that I have from Ozbot that I've been using over the last, I would say, 6 months or so. So let's go back over here. Let me actually turn some lights on. Let me turn some lights on this back desk. Oops. All right, light, come on, light. There we go. All right, so let me switch to this camera angle, show you guys a few of the things that we have back here on this desk. All right, guys, you guys can see here we have a few other Ozbot cameras. We have the Ozbot Tiny 2 Lite. We have the original Ozbot PTZ camera. We have the Ozbot Tail 2. We have the Ozbot Tail Air that you guys see there. And somewhere back there, we also have the Ozbot Talent, which is the streaming deck that I use. Then I connect all of these cameras either wired or wirelessly to that device, and we're able to live stream. So if you're interested in this bundle, the bundle itself for $28.23 is going to come with the Ozbot arrangement. You're going to get the tail air. You're going to get the Osbot. You're going to get 3 of the Osbot tail airs. You're going to get the Osbot talent. You'll also get the remote. And yes, Richard, I did remember to turn the remote off. So I did not run the battery down. So I did remember to charge it and turn it off after I charged it. So this guy is good to go. I will probably be using it sometime tonight if I get around to doing a demo on some of these cameras. Now, we also have our Pocket 3 over there. You guys can see that. You know, I have all of these things listed in the carousel. So if you have any questions whatsoever about these 4K cameras, whether it is the Tiny 2 Lite or the original PTZ camera or the Air, the Osbot Tail Air, or the new Osbot Tail 2, which is the big box that you guys see back there in the background. That thing is massive, guys. That camera is massive. It's about 3 times bigger than the Osbot Tail Air, which is just crazy that, you know, a PTZ camera of this quality with all the features has, you know, kind of grown in size. But you guys know I'm always looking for ways to live stream, to create content, to share this content, whether I'm on the road, whether I'm at the park, at the coffee shop, in my backyard, out in my garage, wherever it may be. And you can approach a lot of these things the same way, guys. You're going to be able to stream literally anywhere. You can use these different devices as standalone recorders. Obviously, you can connect the cameras either using Wi-Fi, using HDMI, using NDI, SRT, so many different ways you can connect these different devices. Audio-wise, you have a lot of flexibility when it comes to that as well. I'm going to bring the talent over to the desk, and I'm going to show you guys some close-up features of the talent here. So let me switch cameras here real quick and grab the talent. All right, so this is the Osbot Talent. Now, what's cool about this device, guys, is it has the ability, like I said before, for you to connect multiple cameras to it. It has the ability to play back pre-recorded content. Let's take it over to the desktop here real quick, and let me give you some close-up insight on this little camera. All right, so check it out. You can connect up to 2 full-size HDMIs to this. You have a 3.0 USB-C here. You have your Ethernet that goes in here. You have a quarter 20. You can also install a full-size SD card, USB-C out. This takes a 12-volt, 1.5 amp plug that comes included, or you could use the Sony MPF batteries. On this side, you have line in, mic in, headphone jack, and you also have an additional USB-A on this side, and the power button on the very top. It's just some branding. So if we power this guy up real quick, you guys can get an idea of how long it takes for this to power on. And maybe I can demo one of the cameras connecting to it and show you guys how that works as well. But like I said, you can use this as you see it here on my desk. You can use it with the remote as well to either control the talent or to control the individual cameras. Now, what's cool about the remote is that you can control up to 3 different cameras. You can have 3 different presets. You have people tracking, you have animal tracking, you have a laser on here as well. So let me go ahead and switch this guy on so you guys can see. So you have a laser pointer, if you guys can see that down there on that little metal card. You know, so you can actually use that for zooming in on things. You have a joystick control here like you would normally have on a drone or an RC car or some game controllers, which is really nice. There's your power button for turning on your cameras. You have a photo button and also a video record button. You have a tele rocker on the side right here, which you can use to zoom in and zoom out. So let me grab a camera really quick here and turn it on. So this is the Osbot Tail Air. Now the bundle comes with 3 of these cameras. These do have built-in microphones. You can also plug in a 3.5 connector here. That can be to a wired or wireless mic. You also have a USB connector here. Here's your power button. So I'm going to press that and turn this guy on. You also have the ability to put in an SD card and a micro HDMI cable can plug in right here. I'm not a huge fan of these micro HDMIs, but it is available. This guy has human tracking, you know, pet tracking, all the other stuff that I mentioned before. So I can just sit this down here on the desk, and I'm just going to point it toward maybe my laptop over there, and I'm going to switch to that video feed once it connects. Did it not connect? Hold on. Did the battery go? Did I turn it off? Yep, I turned it off. All right, let me see if I can get it to power on. It might need to be charged. It might need to be charged. So let me plug some power into it. Yep, it needs to be charged. So let me plug some power into this guy. All right, so let's see if it'll come on now that I've powered it up. Richard says we have 10K likes. 10K likes, babies. Yeah! All right. Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much. All right, let's see if it's going to charge this guy up and turn it on, because if not, I might have to go and get a different camera. All right, so let's see if this will finally switch on. I have it plugged into one of the batteries, so hopefully it'll power on the camera as well as charge it at the same time. So we're waiting to see. Let's give it a few more seconds. Nope, it does not have enough power. As you guys see, it is currently charging because I have run the battery down on this guy. So, you know, hey, that's happened sometimes. These do have about a 3-hour battery in them, but, you know, if you use these cameras a lot, I do recommend having some kind of backup power supply plugged into them just in case that does happen. But it's okay because I got other cameras. So let me grab another Osbot camera here. All right, so here's another Osbot camera. Here is our Osbot Tiny 2 Lite. So all I need is a USB-C cable to plug into this guy. So let me grab a cable. And hopefully this is a good cable. So we're just going to plug this in right here. And then we should be able to just plug in this camera like so. And it should be able to get power from the talent. We're waiting for the little blue light to stop flashing and see if it does connect. I'm going to give it a few more seconds. Okay, there is our green light indicator, so it is on. All right, so let's see if we can find where that video source is. It should be one of these, but just in case it's not, I'm going to just pick one and I'm going to change it over. So we're going to go to this one. We're going to go to edit. And we're going to choose that webcam. So that should be webcam 1. Okay, I'm not seeing webcam 1 on there, so maybe it's webcam 2. So let's, oops, nope, didn't want to do that. Let's cancel that. And I'm going to go down here and just grab a new, maybe it's webcam 2. Nope, it's not webcam 2, and I know what it is now. It is this cable. The cable is connected, but it is it's like in charger mode. So I need to grab a different cable in order to plug this in so that it'll work. So I'm going to unplug this guy here, and I'm going to grab the right cable that I need because that cable cannot produce power and data. So let me get a good cable that I can use. All right, so here's the cable that should work. If this works, great. So let's go ahead and pop this guy on here. And let's plug this one in as well. All right, let's wait for it to power up. We're waiting for that green light again. And we're getting power from the batteries. So let's see what we get. All right, there's our green light. So now we should have video coming in, and you guys can see now the camera is connected. So if I turn the camera toward myself, you should see me here now on the screen. So the camera is kind of facing me. Let me see if I can put it in tracking mode. So I'm going to put my hand up like so to put the camera in tracking mode. Now it's in tracking mode, so the camera will track me as I move around. So whichever direction I go. And all of these cameras have that similar tracking capability. Of course, you can control them with the remote. You can control them with the joystick. You also have a PTZ controller that you can activate on the screen. And then from this PTZ controller here, this on-screen controller, I can also control which way the camera is going to look. I can move the buttons up and down, which is really cool that you have that built in on the touch screen with this guy as well. So a lot of cool features for the Ozbot Talent. So if you guys are interested in a really cool device, very transportable, easy to set up, plug and play. Just make sure you got your right cables and you're not like me that has so many USB cables just laying around. You can't figure out what goes with what, but you guys get the idea. Now, this device also has just a ton of other features, including, you know, you have your audio interface. So any audio connected to this guy, you'll be able to actually control that. So I could take, for instance, this cable that you guys see right here that is coming from my Rodecaster Pro. I could plug this guy in, and it's going to ask me if this is line in or mic in. I can just go ahead and click on mic, and you guys see instantly we automatically start seeing the levels going up. That is the audio levels from the microphone that I'm currently speaking on showing up right here, which is a win, guys. This is a win. All right, so whether you are playing back pre-recorded content or playing any other type of content, you know, this is going to give you all of those controls. So you can go through, you can also set up multiple screens. You can have picture-in-picture. You can have graphic overlays that you can add to this. You can do a countdown timer. You can trigger and start and stop the countdown timer. You can also have web overlays like we have here. I could turn those on. You guys see right here where it says romanostech.live. That is a web graphic that's being brought in from the web. I can easily turn that on or off. I can also go in here and look for other graphics. So we have our titles, lower thirds, we have our animated titles, we have a digital clock, analog clock, we have bulletin points here, we have social media, we also have logos, scoreboards, timer, stopwatch, web graphics like I just mentioned, and you can also do some customizable stuff here as well. And another cool thing that you can do with this guy is that you can actually rotate the screen. So let's say the show that we're looking at right now is your standard 16:9. You can also create a 9:16 if you choose to, and you can just go into your show list, switch to that scene, and now you're ready to stream in that orientation, say for Instagram or for TikTok or whatever the case is going to be, you know, which is really, really handy. And then it saves all of that data. Then you can go back to your show list and go back to maybe your previous show, and you're pretty much ready to go when it comes to that. So in a nutshell, guys, this is a very, very powerful device. When you pair this up with the Ozbot cameras or any other camera, so this is not limited to just using Ozbot cameras. I've used this with my Sony FX30, my Sony FX3. I've actually had this mounted before on my Sony FX3 when I was using that to record content and live streaming right from this guy, and also using a few of these tail air cameras as secondary cameras. It just worked flawlessly, guys, flawlessly. And with these big Sony batteries, that it lasts for hours and hours. So it's definitely a win. You have a lot of built-in features that you can find here, like connecting this remote as an option, that you can actually control the switching of scenes and also control the cameras and everything utilizing the remote, which really comes in handy. So you got a lot of flexibility, guys, a lot of flexibility when it comes to this device. Of course, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, drop them down in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them as best I can. Now, we do have something new from Ozbot today. I'm going to show it to you guys here in a second. So let me go ahead and, yeah, we don't need this, so we're not going to actually use this tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and power this guy off, because if I don't, you know I will forget to turn it off. So I'm going to also power off this remote. Richard, the remote is off. That is off. I can now unplug this cable, put it back on my other desk, and we'll use this later if I need it for something. I can also unplug our Rodecaster microphone from this guy as well, and we can just put this away. But you guys see how, you know, friendly this is, how portable this is. Nice vents, fans on the back of it to keep it cool. This guy is a win. So regardless, if you're a live streamer, content creator, maybe you're just a cool dad or mom that want to be able to record and also stream your kids' events, their concerts, their gameplay. Maybe they're into football, basketball, pickleball, whatever it is you're into. You want to be able to record it and live stream it. You can do both. It actually has 2 built-in encoders, meaning you can set 1 bit rate for live streaming, and you can set a higher bit rate if you choose to record internally to this device up to 60 frames a second, 1080p, which is a win, guys. It's a win. All right, so let's go ahead and put this guy away, and let's grab our next Ozbot item. And let me show you. Can I reach it? I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. There we go. There was a lot of stuff over there in the way, y'all. It was a lot of stuff over there in the way. But anyway, this is right here in my hot little hands. This is the new Ozbot. Let me go ahead and highlight it in the carousel. This is the new Ozbot Tail 2. Now, this is a PTZR camera, okay? So what does that mean? What does PTZR mean? PTZR means that this camera not only has the pan, tilt, zoom, it also has the rotate. So this camera can actually level itself. So if you were to set it up somewhere and it was slightly askew and it wasn't, properly leveled, the camera would have the ability to level itself, which is really cool. This camera can also switch between landscape and portrait built into it. It has a 5x zoom, optical zoom on this camera. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, Rome, you're just holding the box. Why don't you open the box? Well, I got to do a video on this tomorrow morning, so I will not be able to open the box right now because I actually need to wait for that to do the video. Unless somebody just got to see this camera. If you can wait till tomorrow, it's going to be even better because, of course, I'm going to do a cool video over here. I was thinking about doing it tonight during the live stream, but I realized how much of stuff I would have to move around and set up to be able to record the video and live stream at the same time. I think that was just going to be crazy. But anyway, if you're interested in that camera with the remote, is what I have listed down in the carousel. You can actually get this remote right here with that camera as a bundle for $1,214. And yes, before anyone asks, all of these cameras were sent out to me by Ozbot, guys, so we would like to thank them very much for entrusting me with doing a great job of showing off and demoing a lot of their products. I am a huge fan of their products. I was using Ozbot cameras long before Ozbot ever started to send anything out to me, but I would honestly tell you, if I didn't have these cameras already that had been sent to me by Ozbot, if I was in need of a PTZ camera, if I was in need of a webcam, if I was in need of an action style camera that I could take out for blogging or whatever case it is, I would have no problem spending my own hard-earned money, guys, for this tech. So you can be assured Rome is a real fan when it comes to this. Even this more budget camera that we took a look at earlier, which is the Tiny 2 Lite, the Ozbot Tiny SE, the 1080p variant. This camera right now is only $84, guys. This is a 1080p camera. It can do 60 frames a second. It has all of the same, gesture controls as the 4K variant, meaning you can use hand gestures. You can use gesture for zooming in and zooming out. You have a gesture for tracking. You also have a gesture for recording, depending on which camera you're using. Everything you need is in the box, including the right cable. So, if you need that, it is all in the box. Let me see if I can pop this guy open real quick to show you guys what actually comes in the box. Oh my goodness. Is this the one you have to slide open? Yeah, hold on. I just opened this just the other day. Why do I not know how to open this box? What is happening here? I can't open the box, Richard. I can't open the box, bro. Hold on. Let me get my knife. Let me get my knife out. because I know, oh, okay, it was already open. It was already open. It was already open. So anyway, you can open the box just like this. And of course, this is going to come with your starter manual. Here is the 1080p version of this camera. This does not come with like a travel case or anything, but you guys can see it's very small, compact. It does come with the cable, so it's going to be perfect for travel. You can also use this for portrait-oriented things. Now, of course, if you put it on a light stand, you will have to, you know, rotate it, where the other camera has that built-in feature where the camera can actually rotate itself, similar to what I can do with the Pocket 3. But regardless, this is going to be a small, compact, travel-friendly camera. And another Osbot camera that I am a huge fan of is this guy right here. This is the Osbot Meet 2. Now, this is a small, compact, kind of old school GoPro style camera. Now, there's no screen on the back or anything like that, but let me show you guys this a little bit closer up. So you guys can see here, this is what the camera looks like. It just has one connecting point right here on the back where you plug in your USB cable. It also has this little magnetic stand that you can easily connect this to. This stand is designed for you to be able to mount this directly onto a monitor. So let me put this on one of my monitors here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, and I'll probably forget this camera's there, and I'm gonna put this other one on the monitor as well, just so you guys can see, because it has a similar type of, you know, apparatus here for mounting this on a monitor as well. So let me go ahead and put that guy on there, make sure it doesn't fall off. And let's rotate that around. All right. Let me just adjust that. All right, so let's switch back over here to this camera view. All right, so you guys can see how easy it is for me to mount these directly onto this monitor. They just clip right onto the lip of the monitor. So if you're doing a Zoom call or gaming or whatever it is you're doing, maybe you're doing a talking head segment, you know, where you're talking about a product or something, it'll be really, really easy to mount these. Now, of course, like this camera here, you could just easily put it on a little tripod, or even using something like the Osbot extender for your tripod. That's really nice too, because one, you could use this like a selfie stick, or you could use it, you know, obviously to make the tripod a little bit taller. But any of these cameras will work the same way, so no worries there when it comes to setting up your live stream or your Zoom call or your tutorials or whatever it is you got going on. It's going to be an easy thing to do. All right, what do we got next? So the next item in the carousel is audio related. Let me show you guys that as soon as I find them. All right, so that would be these guys right here. Now, these are some wireless microphones. They're omnidirectional. They come in this nice little travel case. Yes, you can plug them directly into the Talent. You can also plug them with an included cable directly into one of the cameras, the 3.5, and use this audio system. Now, this comes with two omnidirectional microphones. As you guys can see here, these can also record internally. Let me show you guys what these look like up close. All right, so here we go, guys. So this is what the microphone kit looks like. Now, these are from Anker. These are the Anker Works M650 wireless microphones. They are currently $199.99. They do come with two different colored little covers for them. Originally, when I first got these, they were both black, but I put one of the gold ones on so it'd be easy for me to identify them. When I'm, you know, handing these off to somebody, I can tell who's wearing what. But the receiver, you also have an adapter here. So if you're using an Android or an iPhone, a more recent iPhone, it has a USB-C here, and you also have the Lightning adapter for the older style iPhones, like my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I could still connect these to them. The case itself is also a battery pack, so it's going to charge the microphones and the receivers. You guys can see how portable this is. So combining this with something like our you know, camera system, the Talent, the Osbot Talent, the Osbot Tail Airs, or the Osbot Tail 2. All of this stuff is going to fit in one backpack, guys. Grab yourself a couple of, you know, good lights, quality lights, and you have an entire podcasting, live streaming, you know, solution that you can carry with you pretty much anywhere you want to go. And like I said, these are only $199. Let me know what you guys think about these. Now, I got a variety of different wireless microphones that I've used, but up until I started using the Pocket 3 as my everyday camera, this right here was my everyday drivers. These were my ride or dies, guys. I would plug into my phones all the time. Richard says the wireless lavalier microphones keep up to 6 hours on a single charge and over 15 hours with the charging case, which is 100% true. I have been able to run these things for like weeks at a time, guys, you know, making anywhere between 5 videos a day using these microphones and one of my phones as the camera, and it worked perfectly, guys. So like I said, if you're looking for some portable, powerful, omnidirectional microphones, this could be exactly what you're looking for. The Richard is also posting the true link on these is 656 feet, which is 200 meters transmission line of sight. Now that means there's nothing blocking you, hopefully like a wall or something like that. But if you have a direct line of sight, you can get up to about 200 meters with these guys, 656 feet, which is really cool as well. All right, what else we got? All right, so let's put those away. So you guys know I also talk about other brand streaming decks, one of them being our friends over at YOLObox. This is the YOLO Live in-stream. Let me go ahead and highlight that for you guys here. Now, it's a reason why I have this in the carousel tonight is because this is a great device for streaming to Instagram, TikTok, and you can stream to both of them at the exact same time. You can connect up to 2 HDMI devices to this. So if you're using 2 of these cameras as an example, plugging them in with HDMI, you can do that, no problems there. It also has USB, so if you want to plug in a webcam to this, you can have up to 3 different devices connected to this. This also has your Ethernet. It has HDMI out, so if you wanted to send this to you know, a different monitor, maybe a director's monitor or something like that, you could do that as well. On this side, you're going to find your SIM card. You're going to find a full-size slot here for a SD card. Your power button, you have your line in, mic in, headphone jacks. Ooh, let me pull that back. Line in, mic jacks right here, and also your headphone jack right here. Now, this little case, this little stand that you see here does not come with it, but you can also order this right here on Amazon off of my storefront if you guys are interested in that. But very powerful, very efficient way of streaming to TikTok, to Instagram. This is an Android-based tablet as well, so it has, you know, the ability to do updates when it's needed. YOLO Live is always pushing out updates to these devices. They try to keep them as frequently updated as possible as demands, you know, require. You know, as there are new cameras coming on the market, new devices, new platform requirements, they've been able to make this work, guys, like a champ. Now, this guy is currently $998, but if you are a Instagram and TikTok live streamer, content creator, you can use these devices, all of them, to create your shoppable videos, your shorts, your TikTok videos, your Instagram videos, even, you know, multi-purpose those videos, you know, upload them to YouTube and other platforms, and it's going to already be in the right format. Now, if you combine this with something like the new Osbot Tail 2 that also has the ability to rotate, this is going to be a win, guys, because your camera is going to already be in the right orientation. Now, another camera that is going to be good for that as well is the camera that I'm using right now, which is my Insta360, and that's the camera that's currently facing me. That camera also has the ability to rotate into the portrait orientation. So if you're interested in that camera, you can find it also over on my storefront, romeknowstech.live. We'll take you to my Amazon storefront, and you'll be able to check that guy out as well. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, so I put this in the carousel just because somebody asked me the other day about this chair, okay? This chair right here is from a company called Fantasy Labs. This is a big boy chair. It is very plush. It is all leather. Man, this thing is so comfortable. I can sit here and fight off Richard at the same time and deal with all of his craziness and still feel comfortable and luxurious. It's got a really nice little head rest right here. This guy even comes with a lumbar massaging pillow that you can plug into a power source, and it will actually vibrate your lumbar and massage your lumbar. If you are one of those people who do those marathon streams, you know, you're streaming 4, 5, 6, 7 hours at a time, and you want to be able to, you know, stay pretty leisure and relax. What did Richard say? Not for long. What's not for long, Richard? I'm back. What's good? Not for long. Okay, but anyway, we're still talking about this chair right here, Richard. This guy is currently $319.99. If you're interested in this guy, go ahead and take a look at it as well. We got it listed down in the carousel. All right, what else do we have, Richard? What else do we have tonight that is cool? Let's see. Where is it? Okay, here we go. So here's another cool thing for my gamers out there. Let me see if I can move some of this stuff around to the other side of the desk. This is something I think is pretty cool for my gamers out there. Or even if you do movie nights, you know, if you got a backyard or, you know, a man cave or a she shed and you want to use a projector, maybe project video, you know, from your phone or some other device. Rome, we need a coupon for the chair. Ask Richard. Richard always has the coupons. I am not kidding. I have no idea where Richard comes up with all of these coupons. He literally just throwing coupons like he's making it rain up in the club. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Richard be up in there. He just be making it rain, babies. He be like,
okay, you get a coupon, and you get a coupon, and you, and you get a coupon.
So don't be over there going, oh my goodness, I didn't get a coupon. Richard don't love me. Richard ain't got no love for me. He didn't give me no coupon. And I want that chair, Rome. I want that chair so bad, Rome. And Richard didn't give me no coupon.
Cowboy up, and go over and tell Richard that I said that Rome said, give Holy Jack the coupon, Richard.
all right, let's get back to it. Anyway, this is wireless HDMI transmitter receiver kit, guys. So in the box, you are going to find, of course, all the accompanying cables, but you have a receiver and a transmitter. Both of these have a full-size HDMI. They also come with some adapters that go from full-size HDMI down to micro USB. Micro HDMI, USB-C, and I think one also goes to a mini HDMI. Let me see which ones that is. So don't have me telling you guys the wrong thing. So let me look in the accessory box. And see what we got in the box. Okay, we got some. This is what I'm talking about. It comes with these little accessories, right? So we have a micro HDMI. We have a USB-C to HDMI. We have all of the full-size HDMI cables, and we have a mini HDMI. So we have 3 different adapters that come with it in the box for you to be able to connect this to your different devices, whatever that device is. And like I said, it comes also with the full-size HDMI cables in this little box as well. And of course, it comes with the little starter manual to make it really easy for you guys to get started. If you have not already watched my video on how to use these, you know, my little plug and play video I did a couple of months ago showing you guys how to use these. I like these a lot because if you're live streaming or creating content, maybe you're doing a wedding or a conference and you want to have a camera that's mobile that doesn't have that capability, but it does have HDMI or clean feed out, you could use something like this to transmit the video to your digital village, you know, your video village, so that you'll have all that content coming in and you'll be able to stream it out or show it on the big screen TV. Richard says right now you can get these for 200. Wait, what? Oh, we're talking about. Oh, what? We still talking about the chair? What is he talking about? $249. He must be talking about the chair. Yeah, Richard's talking about the chair. That we can get the chair for $259.99. Yes, the chair, Richard. We already moved from the chair. We are now talking about the HDMI transmitters, bro. If you're gonna hang out with us, you got to keep up, Richard. You gotta keep up. You gotta keep up with the peoples, Richard.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Cause you know.
My Shaolin temple style defeats your monkey style.
You already know. I'm way ahead of you, bro. I'm way ahead of you. Don't make me put these things on you mentally. All right. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got next in the carousel. Next item in the carousel, as Richard likes to remind me every single day. Not one day goes by that Richard does not remind me, Rome, stop using the fog machine so much. You're not the boss of me. You are not the boss of me, Richard. Not on Thursday. You're not the boss of me on Thursday, Richard. So I'm going to use my fog machine on Thursday as much as I want to. Now, you come in here on Friday, you might have some kind of, control. But on Thursday, it is Thursday, right? Y'all right? What day is this? What is this, Friday? Oh my goodness, it's Friday. Okay, well, then I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. Okay, let's keep going. Anyway, so this is a portable hand fog machine. Now it comes with a few accessories that magnetically connect to the fog machine. You got your little tank right here that you fill up with fog juice. This guy is battery charged. It also comes with an additional head. This head has a built-in LED light that also changes colors. Now, I like this guy because of the fact that it lays down that dry ice look, and you guys know I try to put that dry ice look in every single video. I be putting it in videos that don't make no sense that there is fog in the video. It makes absolutely no sense. Rome, why is there fog in your waffle stuffer video? You are talking about making a stuffed waffle, Rome, but there's fog all around the waffle stuffer. I'll be like, man, I wake up in the morning going, I got 5 videos to do, and 4.5 of them is gonna have fog in them. For no apparent reason, it's gonna have fog in them, okay? So, but, you could use this for a variety of different things. My photographers out there, you could use this to create, atmosphere, for the lighting in the room. So you're doing some, photo, portraits, environmental stuff, whatever the cases may be. You got 3 little buttons right here, technically 4. Your power button, your up and down button to raise or lower the fog amount, as well as the fan. You also have your power button right here. So I like to be creative, because there's sometimes, I'm gonna tell y'all, is sometimes I be making videos and I be trying to focus on the video, and somebody, I'm not gonna call no names, Richard, be blowing up my phone, and because I forgot to turn the alerts off, I'm looking over the whole time and all I hear is doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm like, bro, it better be important. It better be important. Your rollerblades better be on fire, Richard. They better be on fire. And he just be like, oh, I just want to know what you have for breakfast. Did you have a coffee? What kind of coffee you have, Rome? He'd be creeping over my fence sometime. What you doing over there, Rome? What's happening? I'll be seeing him like peeking through my windows and stuff. He'd be like, I don't know how he opens the blinds from outside. I still haven't figured it out unless it's magnets on it or something. And he be using magnets to open the blinds. I be sitting here and I see the blinds just open up and there's Richard just peeking in. What you doing, Rome? What you doing over there? Why is there so many cables, Rome, behind your computer? Rome, don't go behind the computer. Don't go into the light, Rome, because if you go behind the computer, Rome, we never gonna see you again because you're gonna get trapped in there with all them cables. You don't want to go in there, Rome. Rome, run, Rome. I'll be like, Richard be coming for me, y'all. He be coming for me. But anyway, there's times I be wanting to do videos just to express Richard. I literally I have smoke. I'll have smoke coming out of my head. I'll be having, I turned this thing off because I pressed the wrong button, but I'll be having smoke coming out of my head. Hold on, let me turn this thing back on. So I'm gonna show you guys how you could do that. Press this button like that. And you can literally just have smoke coming out of your head, because Richard done drove you crazy and you just want everybody to know your brain is on fire because Richard will not leave you alone. Okay, you're just smoking, baby. Like the mask says, smoking. But anyway, you can get this really cool portable fog machine for only $129, guys. Like I said, it comes with the 2 different heads. So let me pop the other head on here real quick and show you guys what it can do. Now, like I said, this one has a little LED light. Pop that on like that. You can also rotate this guy 60 degrees. So if you need to put this at a specific angle, you know, you can do that. Now, there's a fan control built in right here to the base, but there's an additional fan control right up here in this piece right here. So when you have this little red light on, you can actually adjust or lower the fan output. So we're going to bring that up a little bit. I'm going to bring this close to the microphone so you guys can hear what the fan sounds like. And then when you switch the M to the next mode, now you have the ability to adjust the LED light. So I can go in here and I can change this light. You guys should be able to see it turn on here in a second. So now we have a little ring light on here. And if I press my power button, we're going to get fog coming out and it's going to be colored. As you guys can see, now we have a little bit of color in our fog. And if you have something like one of these little LED lights, I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy on here real quick. And if you do use your fog machine, let me show you here. Let's put a little atmosphere in the room. And then you can put a light behind this, and you guys see how that light reflects off of the fog. So if you're doing like some ambient light in a room or something like that, or for photography, videography, whatever the case it is, the fog really makes these lights pop. So definitely check that out. All right, so let me go ahead and turn this guy off before I forget and run down the battery. What's the battery level at? Is it? Oh, it's at half. It's at half. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's at half. We're good. All right. But anyway, this guy comes with a nice little travel case. Again, you guys, you can get this here on Amazon for only $129 for all of the accessories that I aforementioned. So definitely check it out. All right, Smokey is whining over there for some reason, so I guess he's ready for me to be done with this stream and making dinner and feeding him and all that kind of stuff. Let me go ahead and power this guy off real quick. All right, so that's off. Let me also turn off this little light right here. We still got some time. All right, so let's go to our next item in the carousel real quick here. Now, this is one of my favorite little pocket drones. Let me show you guys this. So this little drone right here is from a company called 00 Robotics. This is the Hover X1 drone air, the Hover Air X1. And you guys can see how easily this guy folds up. It's about a little bit bigger than perhaps one of my phones, you know, from this angle like that. If you guys can see that, you know, it's as wide as one of my phones, but it's much thicker than the phone is. Now you can actually use your phone to control this. You can also program a little 8-bit little remote controller to control this as well. But what's cool about this little 2-axis gimbal drone is that you have presets on here as well. There's your little power button. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this guy on real quick. You guys are gonna hear it switch on here in just a second. It's gonna let us know that it's awake. Eventually.
Current mode, hover.
All right, so it's currently in hover mode. Now with this, these presets, you can also press the same button multiple times to actually extend whatever it is. So if you say you wanted to hover for, in this case, let's say it's hovering for
60 seconds, hover. 5 minutes, hover. Continue, hover.
So in continue hover, it will just hover until you tell it to land, okay? But we're gonna actually take it back to the 30-second hover. We're just gonna press this button one time. It's gonna take out from my palm. So it's gonna press that one time. There we go. There we go. Just like that. It's hovering and recording, guys. It's hovering and recording. There we go. Right here in the studio. And when I'm ready for it to land, all I gotta do is put my palm out like that. And it'll land right into my palm, okay? Now, you can get this guy here on Amazon, guys, with the dual battery pack and charger for $299, $299 for this guy right here. Richard says we got 50K likes, babies. Yeah! Ooh, wee, 50K likes, 50K likes, 50K likes. All right, all right. All right, so let me go ahead and turn this guy off. But like I said, it's got a bunch of cool features. So if you're looking for a portable, basically flying camera that you can have in your pocket, your man purse, your backpack, whatever the case it is, here you go. Check it out. This guy's a win. It is a win, my babies. It's a win, my babies. Now, Laura, if you are looking for a drone to really get out there and do some commercial stuff, you might want to check this guy out right here. Now, this is the DJI Air 3S. This is a very powerful drone. You have two cameras built into this guy. You have a 70mm and a 24mm. This drone can fly up to 60 miles an hour. It has a bunch of presets as well that you can control through the controller. Let me grab the controller here real quick. So you can use a variety of different controllers. I actually have the RC2 controller. That's the one with the 5.5-inch screen. I did also receive this drone with the Fly More combo, which it came with 3 batteries. And trust me, if you're gonna be flying this day, all day, you know, in the commercial applications, you will want those 3 batteries. So this guy is a win. Everything you need to go and do some, you know, recreational drone flying and or commercial applications as well. Now, one of the things I love about this drone is that we have 360-degree obstacle avoidance, including underneath. We also have a little landing light right there. We have a LiDAR sensor right here in the front of the drone. Now, what's cool about the LiDAR sensor is that this will detect things front-facing up to 1 lumen. Guys, that is basically 1 candle light at 3 meters. It'll be able to detect it and it will stop the drone or have the drone fly around something, whatever the case it is. Now, this is also a foldable drone, so you can easily fold this guy up like this. It's gonna fit perfectly in your backpack or whatever travel bag that you have. Now, mine did come with a travel pouch. Now, since I received this and started using this commercially, I have been using it with a different type of backpack, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But this is a great commercial drone to, you know, for almost any application. So if you're going on a trip, you want to get those amazing, you know, mountain scenes, jungle scenes, beach scenes, whatever it is. Maybe you want to follow a couple of surfers, or maybe you're out there riding a motorcycle, you know, within reason, it should be able to, you know, track you and keep track of you. So definitely check this guy out, guys. This is the DJI Air 3S. Fly More combo right now is $21.99. I'm telling you, that is a great price. And if you're on the fence about this drone before prices might go up or something, you might want to go ahead and throw this in your shopping cart and buy. Get it right now, y'all. I'm telling you, get it right now, because that guy is a beast. It is a beast. Now, if you are inclined to get that drone and you get the Fly More combo, it's going to come with these 3 batteries that you guys see here. These batteries require a long time to charge on a standard AC plug. So one of the things that has really helped me out a lot is this little charger. Wherever I put it, there it is. this little charger right here from Ugreen. This guy is a 100-watt charger. You can get it here on Amazon, guys, for only $35.99. This has 3 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A. It has the retractable prongs on this guy as well. You could use this as a widget. You know, maybe you just want to sit around, you know, in between projects and just keep clicking this thing like I do sometimes. Oh, okay, anyway. So back to what I was saying. So yes, this is a 100-watt power brick. So definitely check this guy out. Now, if you're one of those people like myself that like, Rome, that's so cool, but bro, I need some portable power in my life. I need some portable power. All right, we got you with this too. This is also from Ugreen. This is one of their portable battery packs. You guys can see it down in the carousel. Now, this guy is $65.99. You have 2 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A. You have a nice little LCD on here that'll tell you what the battery level is. I'm almost embarrassed to look at it and see what the level is because I probably forgot to charge this guy. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, I did not charge this. So this guy is at 38%. Please don't tell Evans. Please don't tell Evans. But yeah, this guy is at 38% right now. But it's not difficult to charge. You just plug it in to this USB-C right here to AC power, and it'll charge over time, no problem. Like I said, this is a very nice on-demand portable power source. And yes, I have used this to back up my batteries before, and also to charge and back up other devices like the InStream from YOLObox. I've even found ways to configure it to use this to also charge up my Osbot Talent. So many different things you can do with these little power banks, guys. And as you guys can see, in comparison to my phone, it is very small, very compact, very travel friendly. You know, it'll be easy for you guys to carry this thing around with you in a backpack or purse or Richard's big giant bell bottom, you know, rollerblading pants or whatever the case it is. So yeah, definitely check it out, guys. This is a win. All right, let's see here. We got 54K likes right now. Wow. Yeah, we making it happen, Captain. We making it happen, Captain. Somebody gonna need a nail job after this, all them button presses. All right, so we got 1 item left in the carousel. Well, technically 2. But number 1, let me show you first the battery so you guys will have an idea of what's so cool about this backpack, right? So this backpack that we're about to take a look at right now is from our friends over at Blue Yeti. You guys can see some of these Blue Yeti batteries back here. All of these are 300-watt batteries. But the one back there in the back, the slender one, the you know, kind of tall one back there, that is a 300-watt battery. Now, that is for the hands-free 1. There's also another version of this backpack called the hands-free 2 that has a 700-watt battery. So it just depends on how much power you need, wherever it is you're going to be going, camping, out on some commercial work, or you know, doing a video production, or whatever the case is going to be. Yes, I have powered lights off of these batteries. I have powered lasers off of these batteries. I have powered so many things, guys, off of these 300-watt batteries. So yes, I am very, very confident in saying I know these batteries can run, you know, things like these laser pecker lasers, this longer lasers that we have back here on the back desk. It was able to power them as well. You know, charging up the batteries for my drones and all that kind of cool jazz. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot you can get out of one of these batteries. And, you know, they use a universal plug. So that means you can plug it into any AC source, plug that guy in, and actually be using it and charging it at the same time. Okay, with all that said, check this out. It actually comes with, what is this? Oh, I was trying to figure out what this was. This is one of my shirts. I did not see that. Okay, anyway, so this is the backpack that you guys get with it that comes from Blue Yeti. This is the hands-free 1. The battery actually fits in this little slot right here, right through the top, as you guys can see. You're just going to drop that in. So you're going to have AC power on one side, DC power accessibility on the opposite side. You got these nice thick, robust shoulder straps, nice padding here in the back as well, with a lot of ventilation so that, you know, your back doesn't get all sweaty. This has a ton of pockets here in the front, a lot of pocket space. It also has 2 compartments right here in the center. One of the compartments I have configured for my drone, so I can drop my drone inside of this foam cutout section here. I got space for the drone itself. I have space for the controller, the batteries, other accessories that I travel with whenever I'm going out to do like a real estate job, you know, drone related or something like that. Everything can fit in this backpack, including that battery. So that means even in between jobs, I can charge up my batteries. If I'm doing a photo shoot or video production, I have this backpack now with me that will also, you know, be utilized as a power source. I can put my cameras, lenses, small compact lights in this bag, as well as my favorite, my little fog machine will fit in this bag as well. And even a change of clothes, just in case, you know, we all want to go out and party or something after the photo shoot. You know, Rome can change up real quick. So I can put all of that stuff inside of that backpack. So again, that is the hands-free one from Blue Yeti. Currently, right now, it is $429. So definitely check it out. All right, let me see what Richard's got going on down here in the comments. Richard says that the hands-free one backpack is $356 after discount. Exclusive promotion applies $42.90. Your coupon savings is $30. Okay, that's what Richard is saying right now down in the comments. You guys probably seen that. Let me see if I can highlight it again here. Let me see if I can highlight it again here in the comments so you guys can see that. All right, so yeah, I told y'all Richard be looking out for y'all, but he be coming for me. Okay, he be looking out for y'all, but he be coming for me. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. All right. So I got a question for the tech community. I have been giving some thought. I was talking to Alan about this earlier. What do you guys think about a game night? You know, us doing a game night over on Facebook and also perhaps on YouTube like we used to do, you know, with the Luna games. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, because I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So if you guys want to do some games, you know, the Luna games that we normally do, let me know, and I will set up a night, including, it could be tomorrow night if you want to, so we can do some Luna games, we can hang out, we can chat, we can do all the crazy stuff that we normally do, and there may even be a few little benefits to, you know, playing the games and whoever wins and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know how I do it. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I ain't got to spell it out for most people, perhaps, other than Richard. I probably don't have to spell it out, okay? But if I spell it out, it's a good chance Richard is not going to understand. So then I got to use sign language, and if that don't work, then I got to use some kind of braille on top of the sign language, and then I got to do some miming. I gotta mime everything so Richard can understand what I'm talking about. I'd be like miming and stuff like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it for Richard to know? Maybe he'll just show up and figure it out on his own. Somebody tell him what's going on. But anyway, y'all let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all them normal social media platforms. I am live right now here on Amazon. We're also live over on Facebook in a portrait orientation, and of course we are live over on YouTube in our standard format, just like we have right here. Yes, you can comment over on YouTube, and I can see it here on Facebook as well. I mean here on Amazon, I can actually see it on my computer whenever you guys comment. I think Richard's last comment over there was "hey" for whatever reason. He thinks he's a horse, or maybe he thinks I'm a horse, and he was just saying "hey, Rome." Richard says I'm bilingual. Yeah, okay. What lingual are you trying to buy, Richard? I'm bilingual too. So what other language are you trying to buy? Richard, do you want to buy a vowel? Do you want to buy a vowel? Do you want to buy a vowel, Richard? All right, anyway, let's keep rolling, guys. We got one thing left in the carousel, and you guys know I talk about this every single night because it is so important for us to encourage others to do good in the world, and these drawstring backpacks are a win. Now, you can get them here on Amazon, guys, for only $9.99. That'll give you 10 of these drawstring backpacks, where you could, of course, use them for a variety of things. You could use them for reusable shopping bags. You could use them for storage bags. You could use them for, Halloween over the head, Richard draw your face characters on the bag. Whatever you want to do. You do you, boo-boo. Now, of course, a lot of my good people out there, my babies, y'all know who I'm talking to. You guys are using these backpacks to purchase a lot of items right here on Amazon. Small, compact, affordable items that you can get here in bulk. Toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizer, Band-Aids, pens, pencils, notepads, socks, underwear, toilet paper, all that stuff. And you're filling up these backpacks, and you have them with you when you go out into the world. And if you encounter someone who is in need of something, they're standing around holding a sign saying that they're hungry, they're looking for work, they need help, you're passing off these backpacks to them. Now, even if you guys don't want to invest in the backpacks, that's okay. You can get, some big commercial Ziploc bags right here on Amazon as well. The real nice one with the nice reinforced zipper, and you can fill those with a lot of items as well. Plus, they'll be see-through. That way a person might not feel as, intimidated when you hand something like this off to them. And you can fill it with a lot of the same items, guys, to do good in the world. Share your love, share your wealth with those who might be in need of a little bit of help, a little helping hand throughout their lives. I'm telling you guys, we cannot do enough good in the world. So as much as we can do, as many people as we can encourage, as many people as we can bring into the fold is always going to be a win. You hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, my babies. I will be back here I might be back tomorrow night because I'm going to go ahead and shoot the video tomorrow morning for the new camera. So it's a good chance I'm going to go live maybe tomorrow night, and we can demo the new Osbot camera, and I can show you guys some of the cool new features, things that it can do, as well as, maybe connect a few other cameras to it, and may even, broadcast live from the talent, just so you guys will be able to see the difference between what I'm doing here using my computer and OBS versus what I can stream out to the regular web using the Osbot talent, the tail airs, the tail 2, all of that kind of cool jazz. So we'll see how it goes. Richard just dropped his angel number in the comments today. Mine was 444 today, Richard. 444. Let me go ahead and drop it down in the comments. If you guys don't know what angel numbers are, and you guys see us posting this in the comments, go ahead and Google it, because each person is going to see something different throughout their day. You might see it on a clock, you might see it on a television, you might see it when you're driving down the road and you see that sequence of numbers on somebody's license plate or whatever the case it may be. That is the universe speaking to you, trying to pass a message on to you guys. So make sure that you take note of that. And most of the time, it's going to be good news, and use that good news in a positive way to also help and enlighten, as well as to empower others. Y'all know how we do. All right, y'all, so it's about that time for me to go ahead and drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, babies. Drop it like it's hot. Back here on Saturday night, possibly, we shall see. Keep your eye on the board. Y'all know when I go live, I'll make sure that I post it on all the social medias and all that kind of cool jazz. But yeah, Smokey's making a bunch of noise over there. Smokey's ready for me to go ahead and make dinner. Let me do that thing. Let's go. All right, my lovelies, stay safe out there, guys. Wash your hands, wear a mask when appropriate, take care of your loved ones, get out there and create something amazing in the world each and every single day. Be that pebble in the pond, be the pebble in the pond, and encourage others to do good in the world as well. Don't forget, if you guys have not already followed my man Richard over on TikTok, I'm telling you, you have been missing out on these amazing bloopers. Richard puts in the work, y'all. I'm telling you, Richard puts in the work. There was one night about a week ago, okay? I was up to 3 o'clock in the morning watching Richard's bloopers of me. Yes, I know that sounds very, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I literally could not stop watching these videos, guys, because they were so hilarious, okay? Make sure you guys are following Richard over on TikTok. Richard, go ahead, drop that link. Drop that link.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Drop that link, my brother, down in the comments so they'll be able to find you over there on the tickety TikTok, TikTok, babies. All right, y'all, I got to go take care of Smokey, make dinner and all that kind of cool jazz, and then watch my shows tonight. I'll be back most likely tomorrow night, see how I feel after I shoot a couple of videos for this new camera. Of course, if you guys see me posting stuff later, tomorrow, whatever it is, feel free to pop in there and ask questions. And Richard, I just discovered today that I can actually do responses to your comments on Instagram. I can do video responses. That's why I did that other one earlier, because I was like, wait a minute, I can do what? I can do what? Alrighty then. All right, my babies. Y'all know it's time for me to say the magic words. Peace, and blue muffin grease. I am out. Bam, my babies. Go ahead and follow Richard over on TikTok, and there's a good chance you're going to see me over there in the comments as well. Feel free to follow your boy Rome as well over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I need to put all my different social medias up here, but I've been too busy with other stuff over the last 2 days. But yeah, I need to put those social media things up there. And Richard, by the way, if you feel like making a 16 by 9 video, I will incorporate the video into the startup screen or the end screen of my live streams. I'm telling you. So if you want to do it, I'm going to use it. I'm going to tell you right now, but it's got to be obviously, Amazon appropriate. But if you make one, it's a good chance I'm going to use it. So, get at your boy. You know how we do. Get at your boy. But anyway, I got to go. I got to go and feed the babies. I got to go and feed the homie. I got to go feed Romy the homie. Romy the homie. I don't know who started saying that, but I wish they'd never said it, because now it's stuck in my head. Like Boogie Nights. Don't start. Richard, I know you're going to send me that video. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Get your finger off the button. Don't do it. No. Richard, no. Sit. Bad Richard. You're a bad human, Richard. You're a bad human. All right, I love y'all, but I got to go. Peace. I'm out, my babies. Let's keep rolling, guys. We got one thing left in the carousel, and you guys know I talk about this every single night because it is so important for us to encourage others to do good in the world. What are we going to get into tonight? What are we going to get into? So we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Of course, if you guys have any questions whatsoever about anything in the carousel, and also things